Want to know how comedians memorize all their jokes? My name is Miles Weber. I'm getting ready to record a comedy special next month on September 12th at the Vacaville Performing Arts Theater in Vacaville, California, and I am going over all of my jokes. I've clocked in my new special at about 65 minutes long. It's comprised of 31 bits, which is going to total out to about 200-ish jokes, which on average is about 4 jokes a minute, averaging a laugh every 15 seconds. The first thing you need to understand is the difference between jokes, bits, and chunks. A joke is one setup and punchline, possibly a tag as well, which is kind of like an afterthought that gets a laugh. A bit is comprised of many jokes about one topic. A chunk is a bunch of bits that could conceivably fit under one thought umbrella. My next special that I am filming is comprised of 5 chunks. Knowing those chunks is a big part in being able to memorize how my set is going to flow. And then I've got this all in outline form, so that way I can memorize the 31 bits that I've got to go through in the right order. But how do I memorize them in the right order, you say? A big cheat code is memorizing your transitions. I think that, for me personally, is the most important way to help condense the entire process. There may be 31 bits on this page, but that will be a lot of things to remember. What is not as much to remember is the transitions in between those bits. If I could challenge myself to remember the transitions between bits, that means that my brain automatically is going to remember that first bit and then the next bit that follows, because I know how I get out of one and how I get into another, thus triggering my brain to know exactly what to do when I hear these keywords in my brain that tells me the outline. Because if I remember the transitions in between bits, that's now only memorizing 15 to 16-ish transitions, which is half as much as 31 bits. Way more manageable, especially knowing what order the chunks are in, so that way I can now have a better way of organizing it in my head. I also go through the tedious task of handwriting the entire set out with pen and paper, so that way I can see it all. Something happens subliminally in my head when I write everything out in long form. If you're interested in seeing this special live, come check me out at the Vacaville Performing Arts Theater on September 12th. Tickets are available in the link in my bio. The special will also be released later this year on my YouTube channel if you'd like to see the finished product. Hope to see y'all in the interwebs. Bye!